The word confidence comes from the Latin word fidere, which means to trust fully. So having self-confidence simply means that you trust yourself fully. But this doesn't mean you have to thrust out your chest, jut out your chin, and develop a bone-crushing handshake, and it doesn't mean you have to be totally certain that everything will always go your way. Whereas an anxious person craves certainty about everything and constantly asks themselves, what if this happens and what if that happens? When you're confident, you don't need to be totally certain about things. In fact, you can comfortably relax with uncertainty. After all, nobody knows for sure exactly how a date or a job interview will pan out. But when you're confident in yourself, you trust that you'll deal with whatever happens, and because of that, you're better able to relax and do well in the times in your life when you need to. For example, if I'm going to a party, I could worry beforehand what I'm going to say to people, whether people will like me or if I'm going to enjoy it. But this kind of worry is actually self-defeating, because the more I worry, the lower my confidence sinks. So instead of doing that, I'll just trust that I'll respond spontaneously to the social situation as it develops. One way of describing this type of confidence is trusting in your unconscious mind. And just as I know my eyes will automatically blink if dust blows into them, and I know my stomach can digest any food I eat, I also know that I have a vast storehouse of unconscious learnings within me, which allow me to instinctively ride a bike or drive a car without thinking about it. And the same is true of you. There are thousands of times in your life when you just instinctively trust yourself, even if you didn't notice it at the time. Maybe when you clean your teeth, or when sipping a drink, or chatting with an old friend. Times when you just get on with whatever you're doing without struggling to try to do everything consciously. You see, the strange thing about confidence is that when you're feeling truly confident, you don't give confidence a second thought. In fact, when you're feeling and behaving confidently, you don't think about yourself at all. Because when you trust yourself, you just get on with things, and it's no big deal. It may surprise you to find out that a lot of people who know you probably already think that you're relatively confident. A study published in 2010 involved participants from 4 different countries. Each person was asked to fill in a personality questionnaire about themselves, and then a good friend of theirs was asked to fill in the same questionnaire about that person. The study found that time and time again, no matter what country the participants came from, people tend to think of themselves as less assertive and confident, whereas their friends rated them as more assertive and confident. So, many people probably already see you as relatively confident, and in order to start feeling more confident in yourself, you simply need to learn to relax with uncertainty and trust your unconscious mind. Just as a salmon swims upriver without questioning itself about the process of swimming, so you too can learn to be in a state of flow where you unconsciously trust that whatever happens, you'll be all right. And the hypnotic part of this session is going to train you in how to feel this natural, effortless kind of self-confidence wherever you go and whatever you do.